So in this tutorial, I'm going to provide an overview of the metrics panel, which can be found in the bottom left-hand side of the screen in the Gen3D software. So the metrics panel is used to find information out about the design components inside Gen3D. So at the moment it's empty because nothing's selected, but I can select one node in the system and this will give me its X, Y, Z positions in space. If I hold down Control and select another node, so selecting two nodes will provide the delta, the X, Y, Z delta between the two nodes that I've selected. But what's going to be interesting for us in this case is to get some more information about the flow paths. So in this case, I've got a design of an exhaust manifold. And what I want to do is create the exhaust manifold in such a way that the inlets and the outlets are the same distance, the same path length for each of the different flow paths. So I can select a flow path, and this will give me some information about the bend radius of this flow path, some information about the flow path internal volume, but what's going to be interesting to me is this flow path length. And this is the length of the internal spline of the flow path, the central spline in essence. So I've selected one here, but what I want to do is go around and select all of these flow paths by holding down Control and adding all of the flow paths in a single path to the same selection set. Now I've done this, we can see that my total flow path length is 657. Now suppose I wanted all of my lengths to be 660. Now I want to edit my flow paths so that they end up being this final length. But I also want to track my edits to see their impact on this final metric. So I can do this by locking the targets. And once this target's locked, it means that I'll be measuring that entire path length the whole time I make any edits. So if I click on this node here and drag it to the left slightly, we can see this flow path updating in real time. So now it's at 658. I can also change the weightings of the flow paths, and this will also update the flow path. Or I could change the numbers in the start weight panel here, maybe 245. We can pretty easily get to a state where the flow path length is within 1/10 of a millimeter, which is probably good for this particular use case. Once I'm done, I can unlock the target and select my next route by holding down Control and selecting the flow paths. And again, I can lock the targets and make any edits either by changing the node positions or changing the overall weighting of the flow path. So if you have any other metrics that you're interested in, please feel free to contact us at our email contact@gen3d.co.uk. Thank you.